Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spirit Mwenda. For those who are new, karibu sana. Those who are coming back and they feel welcome, and thank you for tuning. This is a channel where we discuss about academic writing. Once in a while we engage in activities and also discuss about life experience. So in today's video, we're going to look at the 8 major issues that a beginner in writing should understand or should put in mind to help them navigate and go through academic writing. However, before we start this video, kindly consider subscribing, turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Also, remember to give this video a thumbs up in case you like it, and remember to share and comment on the comment section. So what's an essay in academic writing? Essay is defined as, so I'll give you a formal definition. As you know, I'm using my notebook to ensure that I give you the credible information. So we can define an essay as a short formal piece of writing dealing with a specific or a single subject. So the major thing to understand in this day is that an essay deals with a specific subject. So like there's a specific topic. Okay, so generally all essays takes the same format, like they are written in the same way, although they have different things that they aim at tackling. This means that they all have the introduction, body, and conclusion, which are the major parts of any writing. So in an introduction, as we know, we give the reader an introduction or an overview of what the entire paper is about, together with that thesis statement. When we go to the body, we discuss in depth about the topic or the theme or the opinion or argument, whatever you're talking about. Finally, in the conclusion, we look at the entire paper, like we summarize and restate our points from the top to the last point. So here are the major things that you can take, or the major strategies that you can use for you to write. Even they are also applicable to the prose. You know, it's good to follow this. If you follow this, you can be sure that you write a good paper. It helps you to ensure that your paper is well written and it follows the right guide. So in the first thing is that whenever you're given a choice to choose a topic or to identify the topic that you would like to discuss, ensure that the topic that you choose, you're conversant with it, and that you are well knowledge about it, and that it's easy, not necessarily easy, but you can easily identify with it and comprehend it. Okay, the second thing, after choosing the topic, ensure that you do a thorough research and record from the authentic sources. As we said in our previous videos, in academic writing, you need to use authentic and original, not necessarily original, but credible sources. You have to use sources that are considered academic, like articles, books, journal reviews, or any other online material which is recognized as credible. Okay, but do not use people's opinions and ideas to write your paper. It has to have some good basis. Okay, so after researching your paper, establish a strong thesis statement. A thesis statement always has to be arguable. As I said, every thesis statement needs to provide the reader with your stand. So for instance, we are looking at causes of death in Africa. So in case there are several causes of death, as we know, right? But you might decide to look at one specific cause of death, which might be poor living condition. So you can say poor living condition is one of the major causes of death in Africa. So when you say that, that is something you can argue. Or from one side, someone can say, actually, poor living condition does not have anything to do with death in Africa. On the other side, for your case, you can argue and provide evidence and facts that actually poor living condition has a hand in death in Africa. Okay, so ensure that your argument, your thesis statement is arguable. So it's good to practice and avoid using thesis statement like this paper aims at doing this paper aims at describing this, and the aim of this paper. Those are weak thesis statements. So ensure that your thesis statement is arguable, which makes it a strong thesis statement. So the fourth one is to plan. The fourth point is plan the content and create a basic outline. It's so when you already have the thesis statement, you have the content from the researched papers, so you need to know what follows what. How will I write my paper? How will it flow? Okay, so you need to know which point comes after which one by providing an outline. Just write an outline, easy outline for yourself, to ensure that it gives you a guide on what you need to discuss, just in case sometimes you forget, because when you're new in writing, sometimes you need to keep on reminding yourself what you need to do, when and how. Okay, so it's good to use a draft to outline how you're going to discuss your point. So the fifth one, you write a draft. After you have an outline, write a draft of your paper. That is the first draft, which is a raw draft, or how do you used to call it? Yeah, it's a draft. Let's just call it a draft. So the sixth one is you revise your first draft by proofreading, going through the paper to identify the mistakes, the grammar issues, the punctuations, any other errors that you might have made, like misspelling and anything else, to ensure that your paper is grammatically correct. So the seventh point is citing. Like when you've done all those things from the number 1 to number 6, ensure that you cite your work according to the specific formatting style that you're required to write your papers. Okay, so it's good to be conversant with every formatting style so that you can cite and ensure that you have the references or the bibliography or the work cited or references list, depending on the formatting style that you're going to use. So the final thing, when you're done with the entire paper and it's well formatted, it's already formatted, it's proofread, there are no grammar issues, ensure that you run it through a plagiarism check tool like Turnitin. So a work of Turnitin, as we discussed in a previous video, is to identify all the similarities and ensure the originality of your paper. So do not submit any paper without running it through Turnitin to ensure that it's original and that the client do not state it as copied or similar to any other material. So I hope you consider this information helpful and important to you as a writer. So in case you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe for those who have not subscribed.